congratulations. You and Carl are about to celebrate an anniversary. Which one is this?
45
That
years.
That can't be right.
That's a long time.
That guy right there?
Yep. Well, that was when we first got married down in Ringgold, Georgia, on the 30th of May, back in 1966. Cute, ain't he?
Look at
my legs. It was fun. We were.
Has anybody ever seen? I've never seen a picture of Carl.
Well, now you have.
Now I have, but
Yeah.
but are there recent pictures of
No,
Carl?
well, there are, but he does not like to be seen. In fact, he'll kill me for this.
Why?
Because he doesn't like to be seen. You wouldn't know him now. His hair is gray and very distinguished looking now. But he's a good guy. We've been friends for all these years, in addition to everything else that a wonderful married couple is supposed to be.
So, and does he ever travel with you? Does he tour?
No, he doesn't like to do that. He gets nervous seeing me perform because it's almost like seeing your kid in recital. He's afraid I'll mess up. And so, actually, he has seen me a time or two, and it did relax him a little. He saw that I do mess up, and it's okay because people are not going to punish me for it.
Does he inspire songs? Do you write songs or does he help you? Do you play things for him first before you go on tour?
He doesn't really like, I don't bother him too much with my writing. Every now and then I'll say, if I've just finished an album, I'll just say, sit your ass down, you gotta listen to this.
Right.
And he will, if I say that. But usually he doesn't. He doesn't like to travel. He's pretty much a homebody.
He stays home.
He's cancer. That's
is that what it is?
That's the home-loving part of him.
All right, and let's talk about how is it when you see people, because so many people impersonate you. You must know that, right?
Well, I have seen that a few times in my life, especially around Halloween.
Do people think that you're someone impersonating yourself, or do they know you're you?
Well, usually they know. Years ago, one of the fun stories that I do tell, there was a gay bar down on Santa Monica, and I lived up the street, and they were somebody told me they were having a Dolly look-alike contest. So I just went home to my little apartment with some friends of mine, and I over-exaggerated my beauty mark, made my hair bigger, my boobs even bigger. And so...
That's impossible.
But I went down and I walked across the stage and I didn't win the contest. So,
No.
So I've always said I entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest.
And you
I
lost. That's not right.
I know, but it's true.
Oh my God, that's hilarious that you were up there and you lost.
I know, but my friends were all getting a kick out of it, and the other people just thought I was just somebody else.
They must have freaked out when they saw that it was actually you.
I don't think they ever knew.
You
Until I
didn't tell
started
them?
telling it.
Oh, well, here's another question for you. I know you've talked about that you're usually always seen with makeup, and you keep a wig by your bed in case there's an emergency, that you're never going to get caught. Do you ever not wear makeup?
Well, I do, but I would never go outside the house unless it would have to, well, it's like I clean in my face, but I usually try to wear a little makeup, especially when I'm in California with all the earthquakes. I always leave my makeup on at night, and I leave a wig on a lamppost or somewhere nearby, so in case I have to be rushed out in the street and the news are there, the news people are there.
Like every day?
Every day.
And how long does it take you to put makeup on? Are you down to like a science? Not long.
I'm down to a science. I wear the same makeup in daytime as I do at night. So I just
I just feel like that's a lot. There's other things. You could be writing 5 songs in the time that it takes. So I'm going to give you...
Not really. I'm pretty quick. No.
So Tim is in his dressing room waiting for the guitar tuner, and we have hidden cameras in the room. He's got an earpiece, and he's going to say whatever I tell him to say.
Hi.
Hey.
This is Gabe, our guitar tech.
Hey, Gabe. How you doing, man?
Hey, nice
Good to see you, man. Have a seat. Thanks for helping me out, dude. I appreciate it.
My regular guy has the flu.
Yeah, my regular guy's got the flu.
That thing's going around.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
It's
going
bad.
around.
You don't have the flu, do you?
You don't have the flu, do you? Good.
All right, let's just be safe. Let's air fist bump.
Be safe. Don't hit all the way, yeah.
So here's my guitar.
There's my guitar.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Just standard tuning?
Yeah, standard
please.
tuning.
Okay.
Yeah, I got somebody coming in. I got to sing to Ellen in a little while.
I got to sing to Ellen in a little while, so.
I get nervous.
Yeah, she makes me really nervous.
All right. I'll just wait for you to tune it. I'm going to try to match any note that you do. Do it. Okay. Is this helping? Can I help you?
Is that helping you at all? Is that hurt when
Yeah, that's it. Now,
That's pretty close. Yeah.
do a higher, so I can do a higher one with you too.
Yeah. Damn, you're good, Gabe.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Can I tell you something?
What's up?
I'm not related to Dr. Phil, even though his last name
Yeah.
is also McGraw.
I'm not related to Dr. Phil. You know, his last name is McGraw, but
I'm not related to Tim Robbins, and his
and I'm
his
not
first
related-
name is Tim.
Not related to Tim Robbins either. His first name's Tim.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to stretch. I'm going to stand up and stretch.
I'm gonna stand up and stretch right quick. Typically, I stretch out.
Coo, coo, coo.
Ah,
Coo, 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 coo.
ah, cuckoo!
All right, bend down, touch your toes, and grunt really loud.
Ah.
All right. And reach up to the ceiling and real high pitched. God, look at my stomach. I work out like crazy.
Oh, I work out like crazy, man.
Look at my stomach.
Look at my stomach. Check it out. Yeah, how about that?
It's like a muscle jacket or something.
It's like a muscle jacket or something I carry around with me.
I am not wearing underwear.
I'm not wearing underwear either. I know, see, that makes me nervous.
Dadgummit, I forgot to TiVo The Biggest Loser.
Dadgummit, I forgot to TiVo The Biggest Loser. Tebow or TiVo? How do you say it, Tebow or TiVo? Oh, okay.
You want to know something?
You want to know something?
What's up?
I use pistachio shell instead of a pick.
I used a pistachio shell instead of a pig.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works really great.
Serious?
It works really good.
I used to use an almond.
I used to use an almond, but it got a little salty.
Hey, do you want to hear a joke?
You want to hear a joke?
Go for it.
Why did the gorilla walk into the bar?
Why did the gorilla walk into the bar?
Why?
I don't know. I know, I thought maybe you knew the answer to it.
Hey, do me a favor. I get a little nervous. Ellen's going to be in here soon. Will you sit with me for a second?
Look, do me a favor. Yeah, Ellen's going to be here in just a second, and she makes me really nervous. Can you sit here for a second? Just
got it.
I'm going
so
to
I
do positive affirmations, okay?
I'm going to do positive affirmations.
Okay.
Like some happy music.
Yeah.
Yeah, do happy music while
Happy
I
music.
while I
yeah.
talk.
While I talk, yeah.
You can do this, Tim. You can do this, Tim.
You can do this, Tim.
Your wife is hot.
Your wife is hot.
Tell me I can do this. Please help me out.
No, help me. Tell me I can do this. I'm
can do
getting
this.
nervous.
Louder, louder. Tell
Louder.
me.
Tell me I can do this. Tell me I can do this. Come on. All right.
Okay, now whisper it. Whisper it
Now,
to me.
whisper it to me.
Soft.
Whisper it to me. You
Whisper it to me. Tell me I can do this.
Now say, I don't mind the fact that there are hidden cameras in this room and that I'm on The Ellen Show and everyone's watching.
I want you to say, I don't mind the fact that there are hidden cameras in this room and everyone on The Ellen Show is watching right now. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. I'm your guest host, Brad Paisley. I'm thrilled to be filling in for my friend Ellen today. This is my 7th time here on the show. Not bad for a Southerner who... Not bad for a Southerner who used to have a mullet. I'm talking about Ellen. Oh. Jeez. That is Hollywood in the front, Nashville in the back. I'm so excited to be hosting this show. I've loved this show for years, and this is a first for me getting to do this. I've done a lot of other things. I've got 3 Grammy Awards, 2 American Music Awards. Not to brag, Employee of the Month at Dairy Queen. What's impressive is I never even worked at Dairy Queen. I've also got a Pabst Blue Ribbon, several. Mostly what I'm proud of, though, is my family. I have an amazing wife. We have 2 boys. I think they're 12 and 14. I don't know. I'm gone a lot. But when I am home, my wife is basically raising 3 teenagers, myself being one. Are there any other parents here today? You guys? Yeah. I thought I could offer some parenting advice. Look, who has a question? I'm really good at this. I should be able to tell you what you need to know. Right over here. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Hi.
So, look, being an expert on this, any advice that you need?
Actually, I need some advice myself.
What's that?
I have a 9-year-old daughter. She has broken her arm a total of 4 times, has
Whoa.
busted her tooth, and busted her lip. I have accidental insurance on her now, but how do I stop her from being accident prone?
Okay, here's some great advice. Bubble wrap. 2 words. Also, film it. This girl is a TikTok star. She's gonna light it up. And let me know how that goes. I can't wait to see her on the old internet.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. This. Who else has a question? Right there? Hi there. What's your name?
My name is Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
I'm a mom of 2.
Great.
And my question to you is, how to get my daughter to stop throwing up on Grandpa?
Wait, what? How to get your daughter to stop throwing up on Grandpa?
Yeah. She.
Okay, this is a new one for me right here. So that's all she does, throws up on Grandpa.
Well, so far he's the only one she's thrown up on.
Well, if it were me, I would write a song about it. Can I have my guitar? We'll just do that here today. So. Let's see, because this is a touching memory for your whole family. When I think back on our family and the good times and the bad, there's nothing like the memory of barfing on Granddad. Barfing on Granddad while he naps. Mashed peas and carrots all over his lap. Oh, barfing on Granddad when she grows up. I promise you're gonna miss the cute little way she throws up. That's the #1 song. Also, bubble wrap and film it.
I'll do that.
Wow, it's really, it's changed you. Look how sexy, the whole new look and, oh. I mean, do you feel the room just got hotter? It really did.
I mean, you can't be the sexiest man alive unless
Yeah.
you're the sexiest man
Yeah,
alive.
yeah. No, it doesn't just happen. I mean, it's like.
Oh, crap.
It's
That doesn't
what
look
happened.
Right. That doesn't look right, I just realized.
There. Well, they do appear to be gym socks. I mean,
Damn it.
yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'll turn this. Don't put
First
that
of
on
all,
camera.
yeah, it's a whole new you because of this. You're going to change the entire look now?
I said this in the magazine when I did my interview for Sexiest Man Alive. That I have been fat and ugly my whole life. And if only for 1 year I get to be sexy, I am going to milk this for every
Own it.
thing that it's worth.
Own it. Own
All
it.
of it, for sure.
Yes.
You know what? Forget it. I'm putting this.
Yes,
back up
that's
there.
right.
Yeah.
You know what? When you're sexy, you can do anything. It's because then people will follow it going, well, Blake does it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The mullet's coming back.
Yep.
Mullet's coming back this
Do
year.
Whatever you want. People.
It has to be. See that? That used to be ugly.
No,
It's officially
not
sexy
anymore.
now.
It's on the way to sexy.
Thank you.
It's the beginning of
Thank you.
sexy. It's
Yeah.
just, that's the thing.
It's the law now. It's the law. It's
Yeah.
like the sun coming up. I'm sexy.
Yeah, it is like the sun coming up. Exactly. Now, I know that you're friends with Adam. It's a strong bond, and now he was Sexiest Man. Has he given you tips on how to handle this?
He's not happy.
No.
You and Adam are really close friends.
We are.
And somehow you can be friends with him. He is, it's one thing for him, because he's like the good-looking guy on The Voice anyway.
Right.
But I'm just saying
Yes.
that Adam is not happy because he was the only sexy guy on the panel
And now-
until this
Right.
new law of the land
Yeah.
was enforced by People
Right.
magazine.
Gwen must be, Gwen has known that you're the sexiest man, but Gwen must be thrilled now. They're going to hardly pay attention to her when you walk in a room. They're gonna go, oh, Gwen was here too? You know, that's gonna...
You know, I feel bad for her, you know, because she has been in the spotlight and this, you know, this symbol of beauty.
And now you're overshadowing.
And now this.
That's gonna be a tough thing on the relationship. It's gonna be a strain.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what? It's going to be humbling. It's going to be
For
humbling
her?
for her.
Yes.
But I think she's got a big enough heart. She can deal
She has
with
a good personality, and that's all that counts.
it. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beauty comes from within.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
So you say you were not attractive as a kid. How would you describe yourself as a kid?
Do I really have to say anything?
Yeah. It kind of speaks for itself. Yes. You know what? That's look. And it gets better as you become a singer. You have a look at that. Wow, you really did have long hair for a long time.
Mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. Was that inspired by Billy Ray or anything, or that just was?
I mean, you know, it's when I think of sexy, I think of my heroes and Billy Ray Cyrus.
Right.
You know.
There's
Can't
one
think
of them.
anybody else with a mullet. But
Yeah.
at the moment,
I had a mullet. That was my mullet. Yeah.
let's bring it back.
I'd love to.
Look,
You can do it.
with this new power that
Yes.
has been bestowed upon me,
Yes.
I can bring the mullet back, which makes it okay for
Yes.
any of us to have
Anybody
one.
that has a mullet, send in a
Yeah.
picture of your mullet. I would like to see how many people out there are still rocking it, because we're going to bring it back. And are they musical, or does anybody want to be in the business?
The first two love to listen to the radio. and then the baby actually has been bitten by the bug, so she loves to play and sing, and she's got the gift. So we'll see what each one of them wants to do. They're so young in their life; they're going to change their mind a thousand times. Between now
I think it would be cool to have your dad as Garth Brooks, and it would be hard because you're going to get compared, and so it's a rough thing for her, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. For one, she can run laps around me when it comes to talent. She's so far ahead of anywhere where I was to her age. So I don't know if she's going to get compared to me. I would think growing up in a house with Trisha Yearwood would be kind of tough.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
There's one of the greatest female singers ever. So
Yeah,
she's
that is
actually going
true.
to take a look and see what it's like. you know?
Yeah. And you and Trisha have been friends for a long, long time, right?
Right.
And then after, how many years was it before you actually got together romantically?
We met in '87, and Sandy and I got divorced in 2000, and me and Miss Yearwood got married in 2005.
And how is that to be friends with somebody for that long? And then what is it? Was it like a gradual thing, or was it all of a sudden one day you're like, wait a minute?
Do you really want to get into this?
I
mean,
do.
That's, really?
I really do.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
All right. Here's a strange thing. I can't believe we're really going to do this. You meet somebody. Kip Blasey introduced me and Miss Yearwood, and he goes, "I knew you were going to like her when she left." He goes, "What do you think?" I said, "Well, it's strange because I felt that feeling like when you just meet your wife, but I'd been married for 13 months, and so you being married, it's got to be right. You know, this is who you went to college with."
Yeah.
And you were married in front of God and your family and everything, and you keep hacking, you work, and you work, and you work. And then comes that time where you're looking at the rest of your life going, how do you want to live it? And this was somebody that I always enjoyed being around, and we had a lot more in common than I ever dreamed we did. And so we started seeing each other after the divorce. We came off tour, so we'd known each other music-wise.
Yeah.
But we got to see each other as people, and I got to tell you, if you like her and don't know her, you'll love her. If you love her and don't know her, you're going to worship her. She's the real deal. And
That's
I'm very
beautiful.
lucky.
That's beautiful.
So, Miss Yearwood and myself and Sandy have pledged that we're going to take these kids all the way to college. And then once the kids go off to college, then we've got our own thing to do, and the kids you become that parent from having kids in school to having kids in college, which they really don't call you very much, and if they do, it's usually for money or something, you know, at that point. So we know we've got our life ahead of us now, and it's our choice, whatever it is we're going to do, but we've got one final job to do, and that's get this baby through high school.
Wow. Well, that's amazing, and that's what it should be. I mean, it's all about the kids and the fact that you remain friends and devoted to the most important task, which is making sure they're healthy and happy and safe. And it really is. I believe that. I believe when you meet someone, your soul knows right away. And the fact that you fought that and the fact that you tried to do the right thing is very admirable of you.
Well,
But I'm
again-
glad you got to be with the person that your soul wants to be with. That's
Well,
a beautiful
I gotta
thing.
tell you, if this is, I never knew it could be like this. I never knew that every day you could wake up and feel like this. And I have God and I have Miss Yearwood to thank for this. Very sweet.
You deserve it.
Good.
You're an
I don't know
amazing
about
guy.
that.
You're an amazing guy. All right, so the two of you have been married 20 years, right?
Yes.
20 years. So we're going to see how well you know each other. We're going to play a game. Oh! Okay. All right.
Can we? I can shortcut a lot of this.
Yeah. Well, you don't know. You'll be surprised. So I'm just going to ask you a question, and you either I have or never have I ever. Never have I ever used my spouse's toothbrush without telling them. Yeah, sure. Good. Never
All the time, actually.
Never have I ever fallen asleep during sexy time.
Sexy time?
Yeah.
Like I'm bringing sexy back, baby, or something? I don't know. I'm sure I have never, ever.
But you just said you have.
I never.
Okay,
said that.
never have fallen asleep. Okay. Okay.
Sexy time.
Never have I ever snooped through my spouse's belongings without them knowing.
Right.
That's true.
I have.
All right.
That's scary.
No,
Never have I ever texted a nude selfie.
Ooh, no. What? No.
No.
I haven't.
Never have I ever waxed my partner.
For what?
Waxed my partner.
I have never, but I'm gonna try.
Does a razor count?
No. All right. Never have I ever used my fame to get out of trouble.
No, that'd probably get me into trouble. I don't know. Have we? No.
I think. All right. I'll do this because it's worked without me. I've gotten out of trouble without having to use it.
Yes.
Yes.
I tried to get out of a ticket.
And it didn't work.
Did not.
No.
Did not work?
Or maybe I had. Well, I didn't say
Well,
like.
you didn't get out, so your fame didn't work.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But I didn't say like. Don't
You
you
don't-
know who? Don't you know who I am?
Right.
It didn't work.
I think he's
Did
gotten
not
out of
work.
things because he wears Ellen underwear. Should you be wearing Ellen underwear and someone sees it, you get out of trouble.
I'm going to from now
From
on.
now
Try
on.
mine on later.
All right. When you're waxing her, you
have.
can put them on. All right. And this is your first CD in 4 years, is that right?
Yeah, I hadn't released a studio album since '99.
Wow. Now, so I kind of know what you've been doing, but what have you been doing?
Well, in 1999, I decided to. Well, no, that was in 2001. I decided to go on Broadway and do Annie Get Your Gun.
Right.
I was there for 6 months, and after that, I did a 5-week tour with my friends. And then at the fall of 2001, I started working on a television show on the WB called Reba.
Right.
Been there ever since.
Well, first of all, before we go on to that, you got great reviews in Annie Get Your Gun. You did very well on
Thanks.
Broadway.
I
You
had
only
a
did it
blast.
6 months. Were you tempted to do it longer, or?
You know, that's the hardest work I've ever done in my life.
I can imagine.
8 shows a week, every week. The only time I took off was to come out to LA to shoot the pilot for the Reba show. And it's the most fun. It's so rewarding.
Yeah.
I absolutely love being Annie Oakley.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see it, but I bet you were amazing.
Well,
Can you do it for us now?
which part?
Anything.
Yeah. I'm quick on the trigger with targets not much bigger than a pinpoint. I'm #1. But my score with the feller is lower than a cellar. Oh, you can't hit a man with a gun. There it is. It was great.
Yeah, but I bet no matter how great that is, to do that many performances, do you just blank sometimes and just go off and while you're singing and you're somewhere else?
One afternoon or one night, at one performance, I'll say, I was stage right, and I was waiting for my cue to come on stage. And Brent Barrett, who played Frank Butler, and John Shuck, who played Buffalo Bill, were on stage, and they were having this big talk. And I was supposed to come on and say, Frank, Frank. And I was thinking about what I was going to do the next day and standing there off in the wings. And I heard, you know, you can hear silence.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Yeah.
and John Shuck was looking at me like, now is your time to come out and say your words. And I went, vroom, as fast as I could. Frank, Frank. So embarrassing.
Do you know how long they were waiting for you?
It was probably half a second,
Yeah,
but
but
it
it
seemed
seemed-
like 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
my heart was up in my throat and
Oh.
embarrassed the devil out of me.
I
so.
bet, because for all you know, that for 15 minutes, then you come in, Frank, Frank! Have I been just standing there?
Dun, 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 dun.
So this is a relief then to be in LA and doing a sitcom, I guess.
I love doing the sitcom.
Yeah.
I'm in the same dressing room
Uh-huh.
every day. Like when I was on tour, you know, you're in a different place every night. And I'm with the same people I get to work with, and they're so much fun. It's just like family. We take vacations together when we're not working. We go out and eat, and it's just a wonderful bunch of people.
Yeah, it is nice to be the same thing with me, touring, being in a different city every night. This is nice that
Exactly.
it's here every day.
Right.
But was it a transition to move? You were living in Tennessee?
I grew up in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
Moved to Tennessee in '88, went to New York in 2001, then out here. I think going to New York first really helped me. If I hadn't done that, I would have gotten lost a lot more than I do now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, New York is really a transition.
Yeah, either walk
Yeah.
or somebody's driving you. I
Right.
wouldn't have driven in New York City for anything.
I wouldn't either.
But I can out here in LA.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah. There are actually worse drivers in LA than New York. You never see an accident in New York, ever.
Uh-uh.
I don't know how, because people come this close from hitting you, and there's no one even pays attention to a line.
The lines might as well not even be there.
Yeah, but they pay attention to red lights and yellow lights, but here, everyone has to make the yellow light. You know? That's just a warning that you should speed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Hurry.
But, so you do like it here?
I really do. Narvel and Shelby and I, we've adjusted very well. Shelby's a surfer. He loves that part of it.
Oh, yeah?
Can you imagine a Tennessean surfer?
Yeah.
It was,
Is he
just
going
loves
hang
it.
tan like
Hang
that?
tan, yep. He loves it. And he and his dad are really good golfers, so they go play golf together. And
That's great.
I'm a bad golfer.
Yeah? Are you?
Yes.
Well, have you really tried?
Yes.
Or you have? There's nothing...
No help.
Do you like it, or do you want to be good, or do you care?
Oh, I'd love to be good.
Yeah?
I don't care enough to keep trying to
Oh,
be good. That's the
yeah.
problem. The practice is the problem. You know, I like to get out there. The country clubs are beautiful, and you get to stay with, you know, your family, and
Yeah.
it's a great outing. Kind of like skiing. It's a family event.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, not quite as dangerous as skiing.
No.
You're not going to break a hip when you're golfing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're doing something really wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. But we do have something that I think you do enjoy. We have a different kind of rum, and we're going to play a game.
Game?
Yep, and we're going to play a game. I'm going to ask you
Looks
some
dangerous
questions.
and fun.
I'm going to ask you some questions, and don't smell. You can't smell. Some are water and some are rum, and you're just going to point to which one, and I'll hand it to you. You don't get to smell first, so you don't know if you're going to have a shot of rum or a shot of water.
So what's that? Are
These are true or false. So if you get it
Great.
right, you have to take a shot.
Okay.
All right? Here we go. Your name is Kenny Chesney.
That's true. Uh-oh, it's not water.
All right.
Well, I am playing in Vegas tomorrow night, so what,
All right.
tell us about it.
All right. Your new CD that's coming out on April 30th is great.
I think that's true, so, okay. Thank God it's
That's water. All right. You have a duet on your new album with Willie Nelson.
That's true. That's not water.
That's not water.
Am I the only one doing it? Wait, what's the matter? What's wrong with this story?
I'm not playing the game. You're playing the game.
Oh, I'm playing the game.
All right.
Do I get to spend the night?
Yeah. This falls out into a couch. This is where I live. This is my house. All right. Finish it. You have another one. All right. All right, here's your last one. You brought copies of your new CD for everyone in the audience.
That's correct.
So you and Nicole were singing recently. Was that a setup that she kind of heckled you from the audience?
No, because we went to... she regrets it now. We were at this Spotify event where I was just playing a couple of songs acoustic off the record, talking about the album. Somebody was asking about this song called Parallel Line in the audience. So it's Ed Sheeran's one of the writers. He plays on it. And I'm talking about the song, and I'm talking. And from the back of the room, this woman goes, "Play the song!" And I was like, I know that voice anywhere. And of course, it's my wife heckling me, basically. And so I said, "Yeah, will you come up and do it with me?" Which I never thought she would do, because she's very frustrated, you know, excruciating for her to do that. So, but she did. She got up and sang it.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, do y'all sing at home a lot together?
A little bit, yeah. Oh, that's footage of us there. It's a great shot of the back of me, isn't it? Goodness me. Wow, that's a particular angle.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that angle?
I've heard of talking out of it, but singing out of it now. It's incredible. It's just a miracle. We have a little piano in the house, and it's nice to sit.
How small is it?
It's tiny. It's the little Schroeder piano.
It's
You know?
tiny. So Adam Rippon was mentioning that he saw you the other night at Time 100, and you smell good. Well, Nicole was saying you smell good. I think everybody was talking about how you smell, and then he smelled you and said you smelled good. I mean, is it weird that everybody had to smell you that night?
It was just odd. Nick and I love Adam. He's fantastic. And so we met him, and Nick was talking, and she says, "Oh my gosh, you smell great, Adam." And she goes, "My husband smells good too. Smell him." I'm like, you know, so Adam leans in. He's like, "He does smell good." So later in the evening, there's the shot of us. Later in the evening, he was talking about his mom, who was such a beautiful, big influence for him. And he said, "You know, my mom always said to follow your heart and go for your dreams." And he says, "And I met Nicole Kidman earlier, and she let me smell her husband. So dreams really do come true."
Yeah, right. It is a dream come true to smell you. He does smell good. If you ever see him, smell him. And he doesn't mind. You can go right up to him and smell him. And I've known it for a long time.
Yes,
we shot a perfume commercial together, and I
You were
think
gonna do that.
I think we have to show everyone.
Yes, indeed. Flashback.
Are you looking for a cologne that's hotter than Tucson but not as hot as you? Phoenix. Burning. Scorching.
We are back with the wonderful Carrie Underwood, and you have won just about every award there is to win in music, and so you should know country music pretty well. You should. So we're going to test you with a game we're going to call Country Song or Country Wrong. Okay. And we're going to show you a title, and we both will guess if it's an actual country song or if it's not.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's see the first one. You're the reason our kids are ugly.
Country song.
I'm going to say, it is a song?
Yep.
Is it?
It's Loretta. Country song.
Loretta. Ow. You're the reason our kids are ugly? Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
It is.
All right, let's see the next one. Cows ran away when my wife came home. Yeah. Let's see the next one. I'm not gonna miss you if you won't go away. I'm gonna say that's a song.
I'm gonna say it's a song too.
Is it a song? It is. Yeah. The most clever titles of songs are country songs.
Oh yeah.
Let's see the next
That's
one.
a good one. So you want fries of that?
Who is it? see the next one? I got the boot and she got the finger.
No! That's a good one.
We were listening to them in the audience going, yes.
You said yes.
All right, let's see the next one. You broke my heart, so I busted your jaw. No, I'm not. We're not
Surely
listening
not.
to you anymore. Ah! Who's Spooky Tooth?
No, I don't know what Spooky Tooth.
I think
Never met
Spooky
a
Tooth
Spooky
is somebody who works backstage and just wrote that. That's not a song. Let's see the next one. Whiskey had me feeling frisky. I'm going to say that's a song. Well, you should write that when you get on the bus. It's a good one. See the next one? Heaven's just a sin away. That seems like...
It kind of seems a little too serious to be like...
That's the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kendalls, you know that song. See the next one? Keep forgetting I forgot about you.
No, darn it!
Let's see the next one. If having you cost money, honey, I'd be broke joke. Yeah, I think no. Yeah. Is there one more? One more. Please bypass his heart. Okay.
I'm not up on my buffet.
So, and Mike, does Mike, is he like a, is he a cowboy or is he like, does he like country songs? Does he like?
He's a cowboy in the sense of like loves to like ride around on a tractor and like we have a farm and we like grow soybeans.
Come on! Just one more time, that's all.
You watch your back, people. When you're here, you watch your back.
Welcome to The Ellen Show. I'm so excited to be a guest hosting with the one and only Miss Trisha Yearwood.
Well, thank you very much. Woo!
And you're looking good too.
Thank you. I am very excited to be hosting with you. I got to see you host this by yourself, and you did such an amazing job. Thank you for letting me.
Yeah, we were back here in November, and it was a lot of fun, but I realized it'd be even better if I brought the love of my life.
You mean your cowboy hat?
Funny. Honey, I'm talking about you.
Aw.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
I am sweet.
Okay, you're pushing it now.
I don't know if all these lovely people know this, but we recently celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary.
I will take applause
Thank
for
you
that.
very much. A lot of work. A lot of work.
That's like 200 years in Hollywood, you know that, right?
If we were a Hollywood couple, then we'd have to mash up our names. That's what they do. Right? Grisha. Trarth.
Maybe it's good that we don't live in Hollywood.
I think Hollywood's happy about that. Since we've been married so long, though.
So long. I mean, yes.
Thank you. We thought maybe this is not a good idea, but we could give some advice on love and marriage, and I'm told there are some people here in the audience that actually have questions.
Very cool.
Where's Jenna? Raise your hand, Jenna.
Here I am.
There she is. Hello, Miss Jenna.
Hi, Jenna. What's your question?
My question is, what's your advice for setting the mood in the bedroom?
You want to take that one?
Oh my God, what's Jenna? We hardly know each other, but okay. I think I think for me, music is the big thing for me to set the mood. And I don't know if you listen to country music, but one of the greatest female voices ever on the planet is this gorgeous blonde named Trisha Yearwood. Yeah, that'll get you in the mood right there.
You do need the right music, and there is this very sexy singer-songwriter guy who always gets me in the mood. Maybe you've heard of him. His name is John Legend. I'm just kidding. I mean, I do love John Legend. I love listening to you too. I do.
You too. You want to clear that one up? Is it the band you too? Where's Savannah? Please, Savannah.
Please,
save
next
me.
question, please.
There's Savannah. Hello, Miss Savannah.
Hi, guys.
I am fantastic. What is your question?
My question is, I've been with my boyfriend for a long time. We live together, and he loves to play video games, which is fine. And after a long day of work, he'll tend to play, and sometimes he'll play past midnight, and it gets pretty loud. He gets really into it, yelling, you know, having fun. And sometimes it wakes me up. I have a hard time sleeping. Trisha, what would you do?
I love how you said, he does this and it's fine. Like, we all know what that means, right?
That means it's not fine.
Every significant other has at least one annoying habit, even if you are in the perfect relationship. And you have to find a creative way to deal with it. So Garth is, just don't listen to this part. He is perfect. Well, you can listen to that part.
Thank you.
But there's this one thing that he does
I know what
that
this is gonna
sort
be.
of drives me crazy. He knows it. It's whistling. In fact, he actually told me to stop telling him not to whistle because it takes away his joy.
Fun sucker. Yes.
He will wake up and start whistling something, and it can be something totally random, like the theme from Gilligan's Island or some, like, really
That's a
seriously.
hell of a good theme.
It is a good song. But after about 3 or 4 hours of whistling the same song over and over again, I do this thing where I change the tune. So I'll start singing something else to kind of get him off track, and he doesn't know it until now. He knows it.
Sneaky, really?
Yeah, I'll do something new now because now you know. Where is Shamika? Help.
I'm here. Hi, guys.
Hello, Miss Shamika.
Hello, Shamika. What's your question, please, quickly?
I would like to know, what is the key to a long-lasting marriage?
Ooh, I'll take this one. Right? I think you got it. Well, it's kind of weird you'd ask. I think you got to treat it like a duet, right? You got to harmonize. Is that fair?
That's good.
You got to make your partner feel like their star, and if not, you're going to turn it into a solo act pretty damn quick, if you know what I mean. We're talking about lone fiddler, bass solo, that kind of guy. You know what I mean?
I think everybody knows what you mean, honey. I think they do.
I think we should share our secret to marriage with a little duet.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure.
A little something I wrote for you, a little surprise. Never go to bed angry. It ain't worth the fight. If you're wise, you will compromise and hold each other tight.
I like it.
You better learn to say yes, dear, every day and night. Only one thing to remember, the wife is always right. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Follow that killer.
He may drive you crazy with the whistling he does. And after years of training, he ain't much better than he was. If you want a happy marriage, well, let me shed some light. There's only one thing to remember, the wife is always right.